Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pod Noir. I'm Toffee.
I'm Joy.
And yeah, we're here just to talk, obviously.
Obviously.
I don't know, I try to make it seem like we're doing something different today.
We're talking as usual.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm pumped. I'm alive. I'm thanking God for life, you know.
Wow.
I'm healthy.
Different. Look at the glow today.
You know, I tried to do a little bit more makeup today, actually, you know.
Honestly, I didn't know we were coming
Really?
like this, but it's fine.
What do you mean?
Dressed up, hair done.
Girl, bye.
But it's cool. It's fine.
Oh, Joy.
Guys, just click off and listen to the audio. But
today,
yeah, what are we talking about today?
I think it'd be nice to talk about friendships and black girls and friendship groups and like, have you ever been through a friendship breakup? Because people say that friendship breakup hurts
more than a breakup,
if not the same amount. What do you think? Have you been through a friendship breakup?
I've been through many a friendship breakup.
Really?
Not ones that hurt more than a breakup.
She said,
otherwise it would have killed me. But no, but there are some friends where it's like, okay, like my best friend, for instance, shout out Carla. Like if we broke up, then yeah, that would hurt more than a
why do you think that is though? Why do you think that people say that it hurts more than? I don't know.
Because friends, this is something that I've discovered. Friends are more important than your lover, and that's definitely like debatable and
that's really controversial.
I
hope they use that as a clip.
Ooh. But I think especially like from my past, I've seen like once something ends, who is gonna be there?
Your friend.
I feel like love is so weird in a sense that you can love someone and, you know, pledge your life to them and whatever, and then you break up and you never speak to them again. Like, what is that about? To me, like
that is really weird.
Yeah, like it just doesn't make sense. But your friends will always be there. Like it takes something different for you to break up a friendship.
Yeah.
So
I do hear that, and I think also as well, I think with like romantic relationships, the feeling there is very intense, and I think that's why sometimes people confuse that as that being greater than the relationship that you have with your friends. Because for example, you don't all like for example, you can go months without seeing your friend, right? Whereas you might not be able to go months without seeing your boyfriend,
which is
crazy, right? But I think also as well, it's also about the foundation. And in terms of like, I think even though the feeling isn't as intense in like, some people actually really, really strongly, intensely love their friends, but I don't think you'd want to always be around. I don't think you need to always be around your friend the same way you might want to be around your lover. But I don't know, the only way it's like an analogy is like, friendships is like it's like a house. Like you build the foundations, and over time, like not even just over time, over experience, because you can have a friend for a year and you lot are bonded, and like over experience is really sturdy. And so to break it down, it's gonna cause a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Whereas I think, let's not talk about like husband and that, but like all of these like talking stage and all of that, they're quick builds.
Yeah.
They're very intense, but they're quick there. And then when they lock down, they hurt. But I think that's why friendship relationships really, really like sting, because you don't realize how much was in this deep in the depth.
Yeah.
Based on like, do you know what I mean? It's a lot deeper than it looks on the surface. And I know, like, I think I've learned a lot about love from like God, family, and friends. Those three places are the places.
Have you read Everything I Know About Love?
No.
By Dolly Alderton? You should.
I think I should, but like honestly, I think my friends have genuinely like. And also, it's like I'm just grateful for my friends, because I think they show you stuff about yourself that you never really would have realized. And I think genuinely I couldn't do life without my friends.
Oh, for sure. I think friendships are so important. Like, it always concerns me when I hear people say like, I'm a loner, like I don't have any friends, I don't need any friends. And it's like, you definitely need friends.
We weren't meant to walk this life by ourselves.
Yeah, friends are so important.
It's when people go, oh, I remember I saw this TikTok video, and they were basically saying how like basically maybe one friend set another friend up or whatever, and then they go, oh, people in the comments are like, this is why I only have acquaintances, 100, and they had the 100 emoji. And it's like, it's not a flex to say that. Not to say that, oh, like, people haven't been through trauma in friendships. I know people have, and I think it's not, I don't take it. I think to find a good friend is rare, and I think hold on to them. But I don't think you should walk around saying, oh, especially when people say, this is why I have no female friends.
Oh, yeah.
The blessing of a female, I think the blessing of a, I don't even like that word female friend, but like the blessing of a female friend, I think is unmatched. And I genuinely, I think for someone to say that, I wouldn't look down on them, but I would only just ask God to bless them with good girls around them. Because I know the way, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I think friendship breakups, they linger.
Do you know what? Also, I feel like sometimes it's not about you. Like, as you said, it's really difficult to find like a true friend. So sometimes it really just depends on who you come in contact with. Like, you could do everything right as a friend, but that person is just not a good friend, and then you end up having no good friends, which is like a shame. So
And
like
there's
it's
trauma as well.
yeah,
Like,
it's a blessing to find a true friend. And I'm heavy on like work on your friendships the same way you work on a
your
relationship. Like,
invest in it the same way.
I feel like I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, you forgive your man 10,000 times, but your friend does something wrong and they're gone. That's not
I saw this video. Everything I get is from TikTok. Seriously. Check my resume. It's from TikTok. But I saw this video and she was basically saying how like people, like some people have this kind of thing of, oh, I love my male friends because they're so honest with me. I love my male friends because they would tell me that my man wasn't.
I saw that.
I love my male friends.
Whole time they're bullying you.
They are showing no empathy, nothing. Yeah. But Tuesday, if your girlfriend was to tell you, I don't think this man is good for you, he was to come back and say, oh, you were to come to your girlfriend and say, oh yeah, I broke up with this guy, he was trash, and your girlfriend was like, oh, I could have told you that. Yeah. Hey.
Jealousy or whatever. What do you think about male friends? Do you think men and women can be just platonic friends?
I think men and women can definitely be platonic friends, but I do think in this life, like I have I have male friends, but I don't think all men that come into your life have to fit into the box of boyfriend or friend. So it's like, I think sometimes people come across people. Actually, I think that just comes for people. Like,
but do you have any male friends that it's like
secretly are in love with me?
Well, yeah, but like, do you have any male friends that are like, you can look at that person and be like,
that's my friend.
We both know what it is. Yeah. And like, if we were in a situation where, I don't know, we're both intoxicated, or if I make a move on you, I know you're going to jump back and not, because I think that's probably the best indication. Like, yeah, we can say that we're friends, but what it comes down to is, if I was to make a move on you, are you receiving that?
No, I definitely have friends where it's like, it'd be disgusting. Like, genuinely, it'd be like almost like incest kind of thing. Like, that is never gonna happen. You know when people say ship has sailed, the ship wasn't alive. There was no ship. We were on the pavement.
It was not at the dock.
We weren't at the dock. We weren't waiting for the ship. We were pedestrians. Like, there's nothing about this whole situation that could have manifested. Like, and I think those friendships are kind of better when they aren't talking stages. That failed talking stages.
Well, I don't think I have any male friends that have failed talking stages.
Because I think, for me personally, I know that, not to say that your failed talking stage can never be your friend, but to know that they always like took a romantic interest in you first, that should kind of, like, I think you should not to say that they shouldn't be your friend, but that maybe you lot shouldn't be in certain environments together.
But can you be friends with someone that you know likes you?
No.
You'll distance yourself from them.
I have to, for your mental health. Because I'm only going to keep getting lenga. So, and I'm only going to keep, I can't stop. So,
yeah.
I can't stop. I don't have plans to conceal my body. Like, so it's like, for your mental health, we cannot be friends.
See,
like,
why am I not the same?
You can't be friends with people that
I
like
can
you.
be friends, but it's like I can be friends with someone that likes me.
Joy,
but what?
Is it an ego thing? In the sense that you keep people around? that fancy
But
you.
no, because it's like you you might not have necessarily told me, but the vibe you've given me is like, I know that if I make a move on you, you're not saying no.
You said that you would call him your friend.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think friend can be loosely as well. Like, you can say, yeah, that's my friend. But also, like, even with, it's not just with male friendships, with girlfriends.
Yeah.
It's not every friend that you invite round to your house, and either is it every girlfriend that you'll confide in either. So I do agree with what you're saying. Like, I think there's some people.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think I just exercise discernment. Like, there's some male friends where, like, you won't, like. There's some. I'm trying to talk without getting myself. I'm trying
to talk without people thinking I'm targeting.
There's some male friends where it's like, okay, for instance, I have one male friend. Shout out Adam.
Hey, Adam.
I have one male friend where it's like, and people don't understand it, but I feel like I could go on holiday with him and be in the same room and literally just us two and it not be a thing.
Yeah.
But I have other male friends where it's like, I would never do that with you.
No facts.
Like, yeah, so that's just what it is.
Like, no, like me and my 3 girls. No, they're not my girls. Like, three of my sisters. We went on holiday with 2 of our other friends. 2 of our
male friends.
Yeah. Like, we could be all in the same. Like, I remember, like, it was so, like, not that. Like, sometimes, yeah, you could be wearing your bikini. And I was about to take off my cover up.
Wow.
With them and I forgot. Because I see them as my sisters as well. Do you get it? Like, it's like those kind of friendships where it's like, this is not even happening. Like, where you could probably, not your older brother, but like you might be able to change in front of your younger brother or something like that. Like, just something where it just slipped my mind.
Oh, but you know what's scary? This is what scares me. Because like you might think it's not that. Because I've seen a lot of that, especially on TikTok. Oh, shout out TikTok.
I love you, TikTok.
Where like people are like, oh, when your male friends start saying, oh, like, I want someone like you.
See, there's signs, though. There's always tells, though. There's always tells that when he starts to...
But that's heartbreaking. Because I feel like if my male friend who, like, I actually really value and, like, I love you as a friend and I love what we've got going on, if you start making a move... You've ruined it.
You're ruining it. You've ruined it.
You have ruined it.
And the thing is, there's nothing you can do. It's irreparable.
Yeah, like, it's done
Thank you for messing up this part of my life.
Yeah, that would upset me if, like, I really value you as a friend.
Yeah, and then you started saying things like, oh, I cherish you.
Not even that, just like, oh, like, there's someone I like, her. Oh.
That's secondary school things, bro.
No.
That's secondary school. Because I think there's something dishonorable about, like, in knowingly intending that you have a romantic interest in someone
and then pursuing them as a friend first.
That's dishonorable. That lacks integrity. You need to go
borderline predatory.
It's immoral. Like, you knew that you had a romantic. It's different if you didn't have a romantic interest, because there's stories where, like, they're with a guy, friends, and one day he just proposes and she says yes. Like, I saw that story on YouTube.
That's crazy.
But it's like, there's situations where it's like, you lot were both friends and then one day God opens your eyes and you guys, I don't know.
God, or please, like, please, no.
I don't want to.
Don't open my eyes.
I don't. Let me find my boyfriend in the conventional way that is boyfriend, not friend. Yeah. But like there's things the way it's like, okay, cool, you lot were friends, and then it's a mutual thing where the interest both grows in that way. But you knew that you liked me and you wanted to be, and now you decided you want to be my friend, and now you're my friend and you're trying to confess your feelings. That's immoral. That's integrity lack.
It's just a breach of trust.
Breach of duty of care.
Like, breach of duty of care. Like,
tortious liability. You can tell me and Joy are lawyers, bro.
But yeah, what do you think of also? I feel like this episode has turned into like a male friendship episode.
That's why after this we have to steer it back to women, because that's what this thing is about.
Okay, well, we can kind of talk about women here. What do you think about, or have you ever been in a situation where have you ever had a boy best friend?
No.
Okay, well,
I had when I was like in secondary school, but not like...
Okay, so have you ever had like a close male friend that you speak to often and then he gets a girlfriend? What are your views on, like, how do you navigate that? Do you feel like the girl should step away? Do you, like, what what are your thoughts on that? How would you feel as a girlfriend? Would you ever date a guy that has a girl best friend?
Joe, you know, I think a lot of stuff, right, are made so political, but it's just common sense. But then again, common sense is not common.
Right.
So, sorry, do I have milk? Thing. Like, for example, I know that if I was close with a friend and he got a girlfriend, you don't call the guy at night. What's wrong with you? Seriously, you don't, unless it's an emergency. But if it's an emergency, call the police. Do you know what I mean? Like there's certain things you don't do. Like you don't sit on his lap. I don't know why you would doing that ordinarily. But like in the car, if there's a car and the car is packed, you don't sit on the guy's lap. You're gonna ask the driver, "Can I sit on you?" Or can lie in the
Can I
boot.
drive?
Can I drive?
She's like, go and lie in the boot.
Something. Try and find an alternative that it doesn't look and it doesn't. The girlfriend doesn't have to be insecure for her to find a problem with how close you. If you guys are very like creepily close, do you know what I mean? Like, no one's saying you shouldn't be close with your
Like,
but
creepily.
step back, let him have his girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? This is not, unless you're into polygamy, like, let him have his girlfriend. But I think, I know me, I feel like I have definitely spoke to guys where they are very close with girls and they have a lot of girlfriends. I don't really care. But I think it's also because like I know if I had a story where I was talking to a guy and he got with his best friend, I'd definitely be more cautious. But
do you know something that I've come to learn? A lot of men have slept with their female friends.
With their women friends.
This woman friend thing, a lot of men have slept with their female friends, and it's just not a thing. Like, it's just almost as if they never did it, but obviously they did it.
That's the thing. You have to be kind, because some people as well, it's like you kind of have to see how they talk about their women friend as well.
For me, it's the context. Do you have baby pictures with this girl? Do you have toddler pictures with her? Are you family friends?
There's also certain ways that men talk about women that, you know, this is strictly like, you know, someone that they will never, not to say that this is a requirement, but I know I was talking to this guy, he will never say that, not like he will never say the girl looks lame, but there's adjectives that he will never say she's sexy. Do you know what I mean? There's adjectives he will never use to describe her, just like there's adjectives I will never use to describe my male friends. Do you know what I mean? Because there's just a line.
Yeah.
And you don't cross it. And I think that goes back to discernment. Within the first 2-3 weeks that you found out about it, you have to just gauge, how does he talk about her? Do you know what I mean? Because I think it's always very telling of whether these guys genuinely want to be together. And in that case, I'll let you guys step back and you lot be together. Seriously. You lot go and marry each other. But I think for me, I've never had an experience where they got together. They genuinely were friends. And I don't really care.
Yeah.
And also as well, like, usually the girls are quite nice as well. I think it's quite difficult if she hates you.
If she's like, oh, horrible.
Yeah. If she hates your guts. But no, like, I don't. What about you? What do you think? Have you ever talked to a guy
that had a
girlfriend?
A girl best friend.
Because those are two different questions.
Yeah. I mean,
both could be equally true in this society.
Anyways, no. I've spoken to guys who have female friends, but that was neither here nor there, because like we were just talking, like
exactly.
Yeah, like it honestly is what it is. But I have like been with guys who develop close friendships whilst we're together, which is just a whole different ball game. Because to be fair, I am heavy on the maybe it's an immaturity thing, and maybe I don't feel like that anymore. But like in my past, I have been on the whole like, what would you need a female best friend for? Like
I kind of understand.
I'm now licensed. Like I am qualified to
have that opinion.
But I'm qualified to be your best friend. So like, why would you need that in someone else? But I feel like now, just like being at uni and seeing how easy it is to make friends, like
even things like just course mates. Like, you can develop quite a close relationship with your course mates because you're all going through the same thing. Do you know what I mean? But like, I think everything is made so political, and I think if people were just normal, like everyone was just normal, we wouldn't have a lot of the debates that we have in society.
Yeah, just like communication, loyalty,
trust, confidence.
Because to
dignity,
me, like even
integrity,
if you're like extremely,
honor. Sorry.
Even if you're extremely close with a girl to the point where someone else might raise an eyebrow, as long as I know that there's a line that you wouldn't cross, then it shouldn't really be a problem.
No,
but it's like, I feel like this generation and social media put so many regulations
on like,
and directives on...
Joy is using me to revise. She said regulations and directives.
Regulations and directives on like do's and don'ts.
Like, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like people, like every relationship is so different. And for you to go and get your manual from what other people who have no clue what they're saying, like, it's just think. Just think. Everybody think.
Toph is shaking you people.
Think. Be normal. Use common sense. Like, what would you do in that situation and how would you feel in that situation? Do you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I think that thing you said about like, or like, circle back to friendships being more important than loving relationships. Like, I think that's quite interesting.
Do you agree?
I
feel like when
I don't agree with any of your controversial opinions.
When push comes to shove, Toph is like, I'm not saying nish, so that.
Do you know what?
But I think obviously when push comes to shove, you know, you need someone to procreate with.
I think,
as far as I'm concerned, that is what men are. Like, that's your use. But like, honestly, I want a love that will make me ditch my friends. I've never had a love that made me...
you don't want that.
No, because I want to feel how you...
So intoxicated.
I want to feel how you people feel that will make you ditch your friends. I need that type of love because I don't get it.
I think what I do agree with is I think you could go this life without a romantic relationship, but you couldn't go this life without a friendship.
Yeah.
And I think that testifies to how important... And I do want to stress as a Black woman how important it is to have friends that get you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I think it's so easy for this life to be so isolating as a normal human, period. And then as a Black woman, choose your struggle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's so important to have friends that get you and people that you can talk to, because otherwise this life is so lonely. But in terms of ditching your friend, like, I think there's accountability that you have to take, because it's going to be those I think you said it, those friends that you run back to.
Have you ever experienced that, like a friend that's gone like mad distant? Yeah, I think everyone has. But I think what it is you give, I usually give most of my friends grace in, like, and also as well, like, I understand. So there's certain things, like, now, for example, if my friend has a boyfriend and it's her birthday, I don't really pester her to plan anything with me, like, because, you know, usually sometimes I kind of just write off that girl, she's spending it with her boyfriend type of thing. So if you say you want to do something with your friends, say nothing, but I'm okay with the fact that you're probably going to want to spend it with your boyfriend the day, at least. Do you know what I mean? So I usually, that kind of thing where I kind of give my friends grace, because everyone wants to be in love. I love love for my friends, and so enjoy that love. Do you know what I mean? If I'm on the phone with you and your boyfriend's calling, go and take your boyfriend's call type of thing. Do you know what I mean? And also, like, I don't know, like, there's a grace period as well, especially when it's so new, their relationship is so new. Give them time. Yeah, and you're in the honeymoon
phase. Give them time to enjoy themselves. But I think what it is when it's like a constant neglect of your friends.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm right here, bro. Like, I get it, but you're not the first person to be in a relationship as well.
Yeah.
So I think when you're new to it, you're trying to navigate.
Plus, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm cynical of relationships. I definitely am, but like...
Yeah. Nah, but you have...
If you have a guest.
Yeah.
I'm definitely cynical, but I don't know. I feel like also when you've experienced certain things, I do look at some girls and, like, I honestly just want to... You have to let people experience things for themselves. But, like, you know, it's just the simple things, like even being at uni... And it's like you have friends that spend all their time with their boyfriend. And I'm just like, I know I'm being cynical, and I pray that your relationship goes the full way. But
realistic,
I would hate for you to graduate and be in a full-time job and be with this guy that's effed you over and you're no longer together, and then you look back on your uni experience and it's like, when I think about uni, what do I think about? I think about the time I spent with this idiot.
Balance. It's all about balance.
When, you know, you really should have been with your friends. And
But I think what you were saying is true. I think it's not even just about, like, I don't even think it's like I'm trying to be entitled to your time, but I think we place such a importance on relationships, in romantic relationships, in society and in our life, which is why sometimes when relationships break down, I find that I look back in my life. So for example, I haven't been in a relationship in my adult age, but like I look back at talking stages, and I don't know why talking stages make me cry sometimes. But some of them be really deep, innit? And it's like, I look back and it's like, why were you so upset? But it's because you made that the center of your life. And so now you're trying to like, you're so discombobulated, trying to work out how to navigate life now without that talking stage. But it's like, that talking stage should have never been the center of your life.
Yeah.
Never. Like nothing should ever, apart from God, nothing should ever really be, this is my life, my
Do or
everything,
die,
my breath. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I think if you decenter the, like, not to say they're not, I think they're very important, and they're one of the most important things. Are they?
What?
I think relationships are one of the most important things, but romantic relationships are part of that.
Yeah.
They're not the only type. And I think, Joy, you said it, invest in all of your relationships. Do you know what I mean? Because, bro, this life will do you like phone trick. And you need everyone's your biggest, your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to post this on LinkedIn. This is how we're going to promote this episode. This is such a networking episode.
Sponsored by LinkedIn.
We're posting this one, promoting this one, and put that clip. Network is your net worth. But like, it's a thing where you're romantic. I don't know. Like I think, I don't know. Do you think women are guilty of do men retreat from their friends?
I've heard of one.
Really?
Yeah, recently I've heard of
men leave their friends.
Yeah.
I don't know one guy.
But I do you know what? I just take that as like a lot of the things that I've heard is from people where this is your first relationship. So that's the only way I can rationalize it, because otherwise it makes zero sense to me.
Why you would
not even just why you as a man would neglect your friends, but like you as a man or woman would neglect your friends for a relationship.
Yeah, I agree. I think when it's your first one, you're a bit new to it, you're a newbie. But what, like, I don't know one guy, right? I don't know one guy that will say, my girl is my life.
There are a few, you know.
You know, I don't know.
You haven't encountered them?
No, trust me, I'm telling you.
There are definitely guys like that.
I think they put the guys that I know that I'm thinking of put their girls and their friends on the same level.
So have you ever experienced, because we're trying to touch on female friendships more than the guys, that's for another podcast.
That's for the Noir men.
The Noir men, pod men. What do you think of, have you ever experienced like jealousy
in friendships?
Do you think that's a real thing? How do you deal with it?
I think jealousy is a real thing, but I wouldn't say, for me personally, that's not how I look at it. I think it's a real thing for people, for others. But I don't know, the people that I carry around me, I just don't think that jealousy is something that they'd act on, one. Or I think people need to address the fact that jealousy is an emotion. Is it emotion? It's an emotion, right? And so everyone is susceptible to feeling jealous. It's about how you deal with it. And I think the people that I have around me genuinely are good people, and I think they do, like, even if they, I don't think they did, but even if they did feel that kind of thing, they would tackle it before it festers. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think for those who, I'm not going to deny that it's not, like, I think people have been traumatized. Some people are jealous of people's life because it comes from a place of insecurity, innit? That's scary.
Yeah.
Because that means you had the emotion and you're not willing to work on it, and it's festered. And now you're ready to act on it. Do you know actions can kill? Because killing is an action.
Yeah.
You can kill your friend. What do you think? Have you had a jealous friend?
I have. And you know what the thing is?
How
Like,
did you detect? How did
see, this is the thing. This is the thing. Because I'm not the type of person to jump to that conclusion, because I think that's very narcissistic and just like...
it's exactly like...
I was, you know, some people grow up with their parents telling them like, oh,
Everyone's
they're just
jealous of you.
I never had that. My mum has... I don't think my mum's ever said that in her whole entire life. No. But sometimes it's like you're a repeat offender and I can't help but identify this. And what I'll do is I'll speak to someone, like another close friend, about it and be like, am I bugging? Like, and I will never say the word jealousy.
Just say, is this person acting weird?
Yeah, I'll just be like, this is what's happened, and then they'll be like, yeah, like it's jealousy, it's envy, and then I'll be like, okay, like, so I'm not tripping. I've had it a few times.
What do you do in that?
Personally, I just distance myself, because it's like, I know I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not being a bad friend to you. You've made me your enemy.
How? Why did you do that?
Like,
I could have been your greatest friend.
Yeah, like, you've made me your enemy, and it's weird. Yeah, so you have to just distance yourself from them. Yeah. You do, because I feel like jealousy is like multifaceted as well. Like, it's not simple. It's not just like
it's so complex.
It's not just like it doesn't have to just be like, oh, they want to be you or they want to be like you. It can be a whole host of things that make someone even just like give you evil eye or not be happy for you.
Exactly. It can even just be something so simple. It's not so simple, but something as like dismissive as you're never happy.
Yeah, like that's for me. That's the same thing as jealousy. Like, yeah, you're not happy for me. You don't.
You put down everything. You put down all my dreams. No, literally. May God never.
It's not fun.
Bless. I mean, that's not even the best thing. May God never allow us to be around people who genuinely
aren't
have that kind of. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a very scary trait to act on and to not deal with. Tackle it, bro. Please.
Honestly, as I said, I'm heavy in my true crime bag. So I take these things like very seriously. I don't take it lightly. I always think about the extreme. Yeah. So like, if I notice something about you, I'm like, what could you do to me,
bro,
with this emotion? Like, I've seen cases of like women who have like, there was this one case where a girl like strangled her babysitter or something, or not her babysitter, they were friends, but she was a babysitter, strangled her because she was jealous of her and wanted to be her. There's so many cases of acid attacks where your friend will throw acid over you.
Let's stop.
So when I read all of these things, it's not that I think that you will genuinely do it, but it's just like, this emotion is so crazy.
It's a strong emotion.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, why do you feel that way? Yeah.
Hey. Damn.
It's madness.
How did you tell me that?
I'm sure there's cases of it in the Bible too. Even just like Joseph. And the coat.
Big purr. And
the Technicolor dream coat.
Big purr. Even real life, like the lady who her friend threw acid at her.
That's what I was referring to.
God forbid. Oh, now I have to pray before I sleep, and you've scared me.
That's why you pray for your enemies. You pray that God softens their heart.
Amen. Because
that's honestly why.
Yourself as well,
like it's to God yourself.
Big prayer. That's the biggest prayer of today.
I think we were talking about before we started the cameras. Like, how do you feel about praying for? This is not a Christian book.
But
we're Christians, so like, what do you think about praying that God removes people from your life? Because prayer,
I know that prayer is a strong prayer, which is why I haven't prayed it.
You're not ready to let go of certain people. I definitely have prayed that prayer with conviction, and God did a number on me,
bro.
Yeah, God will take your favorite person.
Nah, stop. See, that's how God will pray. I will pray God take the fake people from my life, and He removes me. So I'm not trying to pray that yet. I know it's a prayer that everyone should pray, because no one should have bad people around them. But I heard that God works really quick when He prays.
Yeah, God works so quick when it comes to me. That's me and him, besties. Like, he's like, bet? Okay. No worries, on it.
That's what you want.
So,
I'll give you.
Yeah.
Man, I think what you said is you think the extremes, and I think the extremes do exist in terms of having like
You definitely, I think it's better to think about the extreme and it be
Nothing wrong.
and it be like such a reach than to not think about it and not take those precautions and then
And also as well, like, just as there's really crazy extremes, there's also like an extreme where like you have such a sisterhood and such a like a loving group of friends, which I do pray that everyone has.
yeah.
As Black women, most especially, like, we deserve to be loved, and I think sisterhood is a good place for it.
And that's why we have places like the Noir Space.
Big
Let
purr.
me just add that
That's the
little
biggest purr.
promo. So
Change
this
it.
is why we have the Noir Space, you know, so you can make like-minded friends
Nah, seriously.
and whatnot. But what do you think about? Do you think you find your friends at uni? Where do you find your friends?
I think you find your friends in different walks of life. I don't think there's one place that you'll say, yeah, you'll get all your friends there. Like, for example, I'll say in uni, I didn't make most of my friends in uni. But also you make it alongside uni because of who you, like, you're developing, you're meeting new people. But a lot of my friends are from, like, I don't even know, like, sixth form, college, secondary school. Like, they're just scattered.
I think
Church.
it's about who you spent the most time with, because I feel like, I don't know, I found that a lot of uni friendships break up because even though you spend that time with them and you make amazing memories, when push comes to shove, you've only known this person for a couple months.
But I also think that you can build such in-depth relationships in such a short time. Because I also think not only time is a factor, but also what you got, like, your experiences together. So I know some of my friendships in sixth form, I got a very, very good set of friends. Fresh friend, like a very, very good set of sisters from sixth form, right? And I feel like a lot of what contributed to how tight we are is not because we've known each other for so long, but because we went through hell and back together.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And also, like, for example, I met Annie in uni. Annie's one of my last friends. Sorry, what am I saying? I met one of my friends, Annie, in uni.
Yeah.
And I've still made more friends since then, but she's towards the end of my... Not my life, God forbid. But she's towards the end.
As in, like, she's more one of your recent
One
friends.
of my recent, yeah, like, she's someone that is, okay, you were grown when you made this friend. And it's like, I feel like we went through, you cry together. You know, people that you cry with, I think those are relationships that you tend to, people that you laugh with, cry with, like, friendships that are made in a fire.
It's true, yeah.
I think are
so
really,
true.
really, really, like, very
The substance
beautiful.
of it, like,
it's crazy. You can't match, like, not match it. You can't shape that. Do you know what I mean? So even if it does, like, did you make your best friend? How long did you been best friend?
Secondary school.
Yeah, secondary school. Secondary school has some gems as well.
But I feel like we definitely got closer
over the years.
once we got to uni.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think this is another episode that I would happily do a part 2 to.
Yes.
Happily do a
Let
part
us
2.
know, guys. I don't know. Do you lot comment? Not really, but
You guys don't comment.
like, let us know.
But
Send a DM.
No, comment, please. Let's see your stuff, man. Let's see.
Let us know how you feel.
GK, don't just be watching. Why are you shy? Tell us how you feel.
Tell us. Did you like the episode? Did you not?
Exactly.
Should I go solo? Like, let me know.
What did you just say?
Let us know. But
God.
yeah, so that is this episode today.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.
Yo, bye. Can you say follow Podma?
Follow Pod Noir. Follow the Noir Space on TikTok. We've got a new Pod Noir TikTok page coming to you soon. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, the Noir Space, YouTube, Spotify, Anchor. We're there.
Did you say cut?
I said Anchor.
Oh, Anchor, yeah. Are
She don't even know where we are.
Yeah, I do. Trust me, this is why I need to go solo.
Anyway, bye guys.